is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple OG, Willie Mason. Lukey's behind the camera, and he's hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
And we are coming to you live from Wembley. Like, literally. Like,
we are. Wembley is just there.
It's
just there.
Just there.
I didn't realise how long it would take to get out of fucking London.
Cheers,
right?
mate. Before we get going.
Cheers. Look at this.
Cheers, listeners. Here we go, Lukey. Get in here, bro. There we go.
Get in here, mate.
Big day of travel. Shout out to the Wanderers crew and everyone who's here. 100 of the best.
It's been unreal. It's been unreal, hasn't it?
It's been a good start.
Lukey was in economy. At least we were in business. So we couldn't even really notice it. But
So tell people about the yarn when we go. So when me and you fly, we've got a non-negotiable. Anytime we organise anything, if it's a kiddie's little flight from Sydney to Gold Coast or
won't complain,
New Zealand or whatever, one of those flights, we have to get extra leg room. So we'll go the exit rows.
Yep.
And everyone that we are blessed and grateful enough to be sponsored by, sorted out.
Yeah.
On this occasion, once we secured or we were negotiating sort of what this would look like, a non-negotiable would come all the way back to Europe for me.
This was the this would have broke me.
Yeah.
If they said, no, it's economy, I went, no.
Like, with all due respect to everyone who's on the tour, I love you all. It's been a great start. I'm not travelling back here without. If you're over 6 foot,
you're talking to a Houso kid.
Yeah.
You're talking to a Houso kid who has had nothing, and I'm like, I've got a little bit of something now, and I'm like, if I've got a little bit of power, if you want me to come over here, you want me to be the
got to be biz.
If you want us to, to run your tour and everything like that, I said, it's got to be business, mate. And I don't want to sound like a fucking wanker because I'm
right.
not.
We can, mate.
I'm not because I just cannot fit in economy. I'm sorry. You've seen these shoulders? You've seen these chests? You've seen this chest? Have you seen how long these legs are?
Yeah.
They don't fit there.
And
you're 6'3" as well.
Well, look at this. I'll give you a comparison right now. So for anyone who hasn't done it, Lukey, you haven't done it, over from Australia to England. This is like, I'm Lukey, right, on a plane.
Yeah.
That bed is like us. And I was lying down in my bed like that.
You were so comfy when I walked past.
And I messaged Lukey and I went, hey, Lukey, business is actually way better than I remembered it. Way better than I
thought.
So, it's been awesome. We're
oh, mate.
We've been up for, 26 hours now? Both me and you. So, I woke up. We woke up around the same time on the plane, and I had a look. It was 1 a.m. and it's
what
now
do we do?
5 p.m.
So you stay up. Usually you stay up the whole first leg, and then the second leg you try and get a bit of a sleep in. So I think I've got about 5 or 6 hours. You got a good 8 in. Got up 8, and everything was fine. So now this is like a normal day.
And you know what? Actually, I just forgot. We actually treated Lukey. We let him come into our lounge with us.
Did we?
Because we get a
Serious?
+1.
I did. I lied. Oi, we're lucky we had
he got half an hour with us.
I think one of the Bulldogs Army was in there. I said, I think we got you in. I didn't realise we've been in the city the whole time, having a few beers, and we're going to go to Wembley, right? I thought Wembley was part of the city. It's only 14 kilometres, hour and a half. An hour and a half. It's like
tough carry on the way.
The poor busso was copping some strays for me. He was copping a couple. He was copping a couple. He goes, don't be mean. Don't be mean. I said, oh, no. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It was directly at him.
Yeah.
It was directly at him, mate. And like, I can't believe that because like, it'd be like going from, we're just in Allianz. We're in the city.
And it's going to the city.
It's like going to Concord, something like that.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take that long.
Yeah, Concord to the
city. It is
city.
unbelievable. This city sucks. Love you, London.
Traffic sucks.
Traffic
sucks.
City is awesome. Traffic, you got to do some shit about this stuff.
I don't know
what you do in London. I don't know what you're doing, London.
I've done 3 stints in London now, and the other 2 times I come here, person who I was hanging out with didn't even have a car, so we were the rail everywhere.
Well, we're gonna go back in town.
So much better,
right? Meet my mate Paul Sackey, one of the greats for England in Union. We'll go meet him, but we are not driving. We're straight
no taxi, straight in the rail.
Underground.
In the tube.
We're going underground. Then we'll just meet him somewhere. I don't know. He runs London apparently, but he does. Played with him with the Barbars, good friend of mine, so he'll look after us tonight.
Beautiful. I also want to thank Papa Macros. They are continuing to support Levels Network and all our listeners. So, as always, if you haven't signed up yet, this is the first time you're hearing about Papa Macros on our podcast. Go and put Levels 30, all in capital letters, with 30 at the end to get $30 off your first box. And if you are returning, like there have been so many that we've seen the Sonia, we've seen the data, people are loving Papa Macros. We're going to be 3 weeks without Papa Macros, and I'm actually hurting about that.
Yeah,
I'm hurting about that.
We've got to train at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
There won't be a gym in the Novotel. There won't be a gym to our like to the level. Yeah. We need to find a good gym. So there's Anytime Fitness, there's all that sort of shit around here. So we'll find a decent one, but we have to. Lukey, you're in. You in?
Always.
You're fucking not always in, liar. Liar.
He's in for Papa Macros. I know that. Big Papa Macros guy. So can't wait to smash them when we get back. But our audience, you can still get them back in Australia. And thank you again for their support. Hey, let's get to a couple of replies. We talked about the Navahu White decision to represent the Kiwis. This one comes from the run at the podcast. And he is pumped with Casey McLean picking the Kiwis as well. And he's got a few things in here. So with the Navahu chat, choosing to rep New Zealand with his Samoan and Tongan heritage, another one I loved was Casey McLean. He was born in Sydney and was a star junior whilst also playing in the New South Wales under-19s with his brother. It would have been understandable, or, if I'm being honest, the norm for him to say, no, I want to represent New South Wales, but he chose his country of origin and he chose to represent New Zealand and his family. Considering how well he went, Mace, and I know it is a highly contested position, I really think Casey McLean, not just aside from the first test, I really think he is a player of origin potential. So I do think it's a big...
Yeah, do you, that's what I always think. I'm like, it must be a really hard choice for these young brothers. Like, they're like, yeah, I'm a gun junior. I played New South Wales. I played junior Kangaroos. Can I play origin? Can I play for Australia? Like Critter.
It doesn't always guarantee it, does it?
You know what I mean? It doesn't. It doesn't not always guarantee. You know?
See, Critter wasn't that either, though, Mace, because he was a late bloomer.
No, he wasn't. So it's just like you got to back yourself, and it just depends where your heart lies. You know, I back all these young brothers who where their heart lies. If it's where Samoa, Tonga, Cook Islands, anywhere. You know what I mean? Like even Cal Hiro.
Yeah,
he could be wearing a black and white jersey right now.
Yeah.
He could be.
Do you think Kale Hiro is backing himself to go Cook Islands origin?
Oh, jeez.
Could that be a part of this?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think
because I'm pretty. You reckon? And that's the thing. That's like he's got to be backing himself, going.
So here's the thing,
okay,
right?
So this because the Senate is such a it's one of those positions where there's only 2, right? And there's like about at least 10 centers you can put into that space. So maybe he is. Maybe he's just like, maybe he just wants to represent his family.
Yeah, could be just be that, the Cook Islands. Considering both his old man and his uncle both represented the Kiwis and were really good
great
Kiwis
players
for a long time. Because the thing is, right, if he represented Cook Islands, I'm almost certain he would have been picked from the Kiwis this year. I think it would have been maybe him on the left. Casey would have had to flip over to the right to account for him because Casey's played both sides before. But KL chose the Cookies, and he still has the ability to play for the Kiwis, right? When you pick your islands, when you that gives you the option to play Origin, but it doesn't mean it excludes you from the Kiwis forever. You can still play Kiwis and then go to the islands
in a couple of years.
For the most part,
how old's KL Hiro?
He's a bit of a late bloomer. I think he's about 24. 25.
No, he's a bit older.
Yeah,
25, 26, I think.
Yeah.
So he's one of those guys who's like, I think he's just picking the Cook Islands because of his family.
Yep.
And he's simply that proud to play for the Cook Islands.
Yep. Okay. While we're showing love to people, Nick Lang loves the shout out that we had for the May Day podcast. Love the shout out for the May Day podcast. Terrell and Tiny do a fantastic job of bringing some of the quieter, more humble guys in. Hearing them share their stories is fascinating. The discussions are always from the heart. Their show is so valuable to our game. And that's a big part of why I'm sure, Luke, you're the same. You feel the same because we've done guests over the years in different forms. We don't do it as much for levels, but I love hearing from Nafahu White and even guys like Uppy Carousel who they got on. Uppy doesn't do a lot of stuff, man.
No.
So
I think that's something that we at the start when we all sat down and said, what's our plan? How are we going to build levels? How are we going to do this? And it's like build the foundations, which the foundations are what? Review, preview.
Yep.
Right? So, but we were always going to come into the interview sort of conversation, right? So now that we've built such a rapport and such respect for the younger players, the current players, ex-players, like GMs, like every single sort of person, I think, maybe next year we sort of pivot a little bit, maybe.
I think so. We can do it
we can take our pick, right? We can get the current players. We can get the current players because I want to hear the current players. I want to hear what their mentality's like. I want to talk to Wayne Bennett. We've already spoke to Gus Gould. That was a little bit of a taste tester. I want to talk to other athletes from other sports. I want to do all that sort of stuff. That was my goal at the start of this whole like venture, right? So we built the foundation so strong that we can go, hey, X, Y, and Z, come on the show, and then we can really have a good crack at it.
The part that I love about what they do, and it's something that I don't think even though we can do stuff similar for sure, don't get me wrong, but we can't replicate growing up and being their age and coming through the game. We haven't experienced what it's like to be, even you, Mace, like as much as you accomplished, this new wave of understanding social media, what it's like being a player now, the heritage decisions that they go through now that are way more common than when we were playing. So I think out of all the guys that are doing stuff,
Terrell May's nailing.
They're definitely my favourites. So the guys that are creating content, being super authentic to who they are. And
because they're genuine questions.
And he's super consistent, mate. Yeah. They consistently put out content. So, obviously a big fan of both the boys and love what they're doing. So congratulations to them on the podcast. If you like any other podcasts out there, let us know as well. Not only we're really big on this, Lukey. Love sharing content from other guys that are doing well. We had the two Bro Gussos that we gave a shout out with their content with Aaron Clark was a really good interview. They also did like a hell of semen before that. Let us know if there are any other ones out there that you love seeing. Let us know in the comments and we'll give them a shout out.
I do have one.
Oh, what do you got for us?
There's a guy. Let me show you a clip.
So Lukey is speaking too right now, by the way, because he doesn't have a camera. So, you nearly. Lukey had way too many points too.
Sorry. You guys share the mic.
Lukey's been drunk all day.
Bloodshot eyes. What do you got for us, Bloodshot?
Well, some of us in kiddies class had yet to make the most of it. Let me find this clip. His name is, it was in P&D's, but I'd actually messaged him before, or he's messaged me.
Oh, so this is...
Got him. I got him. Tuxie.
Tuxie?
So they're a couple of lads from P&G.
Oh, yep.
And they...
So the Broncos had to dig deep to win this because one of the stats that I've heard a couple of days, and I'm sure Darren Lockyer said it in one of the interviews, since 2020, the Panthers have been 12 or more. When the Panthers have been 12 or more in front of the game, they are 98-0. They've won every game when they were leading at halftime.
Yeah.
So this is from a clip. You can go. It's
good
Tuxie.
on him. Sounds like they.
So he's
turn your brightness up because I couldn't see shit. All I could do was hear him.
It's P&G. He's a radio personality.
Yep.
Bala Tux01 on TikTok.
Shout out Bala Tux01.
He looks like he's a radio jockey over in P&G.
Yep.
And he's just got the setup in the barn.
Yeah.
And he's just talking a bit of
content.
Can
you show me it? Bring the... take your thing off. Take your thing off. You're going to smash the fucking...
12 or more in front of the game.
How good's the setup? Love it.
Yeah,
we heard that before. All good. I just couldn't see anything before because
I thought that was...
But then,
Actually, speaking of PG, Justin Oliver was on a Bucks party at the end. Bucks party.
Was he?
So
when Lukey just said, because again, he's got no mic, he's seen Juzzy Olam at the... he's retired now, Juzzy?
Yeah. I saw a rumour that he was going to come back for the PNG side.
Oh, well, that hasn't happened because he wasn't in the squad. World Cup. Oh, well. Okay. Lukey heard a rumour. Again, he doesn't have a mic. This is bad content. Lukey heard that Juzzy Olam could potentially return for the PNG team. So there you go. Mace, on the big stage, performance is everything. Just like here at Wembley. Of course. Just out here in Wembley tomorrow night or Saturday night. And your four-wheel drive deserves the same. TJM's XGS suspension kits deliver strength, stability, and control just like Cam Munster when the track gets rough.
Starting at $1,600, they're available for all big names, Land Cruiser 200 and 300, Rangers, D-Max, and coming soon for the fresh recruits like the Kia Tasman and the BYD Shark.
And Nathan Cleary. Ooh. Don't leave your four-wheel drive on the beach. Get a quick... on the bench, sorry. Who's on the bench? Ruben Cotter?
Randy Matua.
Randy Matua. Get a quick quote in under 5 minutes at tjm.com.au. Really appreciate TJM. Just supported us all the way into the PAC champs when... It's the end of the season. All the sponsors that agreed and stayed with us throughout the year didn't have to continue this into what we're doing now. So big shout out to Tab, Red Bull, TJM, Papa
Heineken. Oh, no.
And no beer sponsors. Transfer news. This is Lukey's bread and butter. Absolutely froths transfer news. And there's a big story happened a couple of days ago, Mace. Jonah Pezet, he was the hottest halfback on the market. Now he has... signed one of the more, I guess it's one of the more interesting contracts. Shout out to BA getting this done. I don't know how he did get it done. This is from Code Sports. So he will be linking up on a long-term deal with the Broncos in 27. But in 2026, mate, he's doing a one-year stint at the Parramatta Eels. So he was with the Melbourne Storm, obviously. They had a clause in his contract that if Jerome Hughes had re-signed, which he did last year, he was free to become a free agent. They exercised that clause. The Cowboys were chasing him. The Raiders were chasing him. So he goes to Parramatta for a season. And then it looks like once Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds finish at the Broncos, he will get first crack to team up with
it's pretty smart.
Ezra Mam. Yeah.
It's pretty smart. I mean, I think he showed me... I was a bit hesitant on him for years, right? And then he got injured, then he come back, and then he started playing some really good football. So I've got a little bit of trust in him. But I just look at it, it's like, it's Melbourne Storm. It's the Melbourne Storm system. I won't trust anyone, especially halves, who leave that system. And if they're not successful, I'm just like, well, it's a system. You know what I mean? I hope he does. I hope he's a bit of an outlier.
Yep.
But I know he's got a lot of talent, but you have a look at who he's playing with, you look at the system and everything like that. I think Jonah Pezet is a really good player, good young kid, great person. I know his old man very well. He's from good stock, so I hope he does really well. I hope he really does.
Without completely throwing him on the bus, and this is not trying to degrade him in any way, but is your hesitancy around guys like Brodie Croft? Brodie looked to be a player that they thought was going to replace Cooper Cronk at Melbourne. It didn't work out. They ended up moving Hughesy into the halves. Brodie Croft ends up going up to the Broncos. They have a really rough couple of years during that period as well. Brodie Croft's been going really well in the Super League too, by the way. So I'm not totally smashing
both of us. I think both of us know why Brodie Croft fucked up down in Melbourne. Right?
I actually don't.
Well, I do.
Okay.
And it's a little bit more than footy. And so like I can understand that, but I know Jonah Pez has been nothing but like a student of the game, learning off a couple of the best halves in the world.
Yep.
And I think that'll do him a lot better in the future. But a couple of the other halves down there, I heard stories and not good.
Okay. Luke Metcalf's another one that's signed. Lukey was pumped with this. Your boy Lukey Met.
What about just from Paris' perspective?
Oh, yeah.
For a year? Like What benefit is that?
Yeah, it's a weird one for Para. It's a weird one.
Because I personally like it. If you want
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, go. Because you're a Parramatta fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it because if you listen...
Come jump on if you're going to talk.
If you listen to Rolsey... if you listen to Rolsey talking about... on the Backstage podcast with Cooper, he's talking about how much Moses wants to win now.
Yeah.
So get him a piece that can help him do that.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. People... I guess a lot of people looking from the outside in thinking Para is still a couple of years away. Mason, we can discuss this then.
Yeah.
To Lukey's point, I think there is genuine optimism that they're not like they maybe view this as a piece away from contending for a top 4, not even top 8 spot, a top 4 spot. Like that's how much belief they've got in that club at the moment. Similar to you guys when you made the big jump at the Dogs, when no one expected it. Yeah. And I'm talking about 2024. So there was belief that you were building something there. You ended up going to about 5th or 6th, right? Yeah. Or 4th, whatever. And then you lost to Manly in the first week of finals. But not a lot of people thought the Bulldogs were going to do that year. They had belief within the building, and that's what Parramatta have currently.
And that's exactly that's the only thing that matters, right? Is the belief in the playing group.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about what anyone else says? You know what I mean? Like,
there must be a big piece coming in 27. Does that make sense? Like, I think
there could be so Lukey's saying that there could be someone else that they're looking for in 27. I think I'm going to stick with your first point. I reckon Mitch is not getting any younger. I reckon he's at the peak of his powers right now. I feel like he thinks
he's got 3 in him.
I think he feels like, just with the confidence that he's got at the moment, that he can win with anyone. But if you give me a solid piece, then I don't have to do everything. And then, as we see every year, dominoes fall all the time. And someone might become available who's not necessarily viewed as being available right now, because we know how quickly the NRL can change. And they have a cracking year, and they could be a top. So the way I view Para right now, I view them as like a top 6 to 10 team. That's where I see them.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've probably got different ambitions. They've probably got a different confidence about them. But even if Jonah Pezet is leaving, if you're having a good season and proving that you are a 5 to 8 team, Mace, that's a good recruiting tool for someone who maybe wouldn't have been considering them last year, going into where their form was and where the club was at.
Well, I always compare them to the Bulldogs because I think they're a year behind, right? They're exactly where the Bulldogs were in 2023, what they are now.
What do you think of having a teammate just sign on for a year? Repeat it first.
I think you just got to back yourself. I think Pezet's going to back himself.
Yep. So Lukey just asked, as a teammate, how would you feel about just Jonah coming in for? Because there's already been ramifications for that. Dean Hawkins, he was good in filling in for Dylan Brown and Mitch Moses. He's been sent to the Super League.
That's a different beast, but he's never been touted as the next big thing. You know, Pezet has always been on the market. Not on the market, on everybody's like shit. He's always he's going to be good. He's going to be good. He just needs the right system. He needs all this sort of shit. So I'm not mad at it. I think he's there going. He's backing himself to have like a career year, and then sign like probably a 3 or 4 year deal after that.
What do you? Now let's get a little bit more depth to it. The going away from Parramatta going up to the Broncos. Do you like the look of Jonah Pezet, Ezra Mam, and Reece Walsh?
So give me some more context. Is he signed with the Broncos?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, so it's just 1 year deal and then
yeah.
Oh shit!
And then a 2 or 3 year deal with the Broncos. Yeah.
Oh god!
Yeah.
I thought it was just 1 year and then just have a little bit of a.
No, the plan it does look like is that Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds have 1 more year left on their contracts. Everyone's been saying that Adam Reynolds is going to go straight into a coaching role up there. Not too sure what Benny Hunt's going to do, but he's on 350 fucking games. This will most likely be his last year. Daly, this could be. You'd imagine this would be Daly's last year as well if he eventually sorts out what he's doing. So,
if you're Ben Hunt, seriously, like what else can you do?
win another comp.
No.
As if they can't win another comp.
He waited another fucking 10 years and he nearly fucked up this year as well.
But look at their team right now. If you
I get it. I get it.
You're Willie Mason. You're Willie Mason. You're in that pack. You're 36 years old. You are looking at that and going, you're not, as if you're not looking at that team.
I'll be looking at how much I'm contributing. Right? Am I the Willie Mason of fucking 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 2 years ago? Fucking father time catches up. And it looked like it caught up in the grand final again. You know what I mean? I was just thinking, I'm 36, 37 years old, 350 games, done this. Finally nailed it. Got that, from 2015. See you later.
No chance. I was no way I'd do that if I was him. Because I know I've got one more year on my deal. When you're retired, mate, you're done. And he has an opportunity in a good team. There's no way you'd... Especially if you're on a club-friendly deal too. I'd understand that if he was on the Dragons deal and he's on $1 million and it was taking up salary cap and they couldn't keep Ezra Mam or Kobe Black to account for him. But he's on like 500,000, and even though he didn't have the greatest grand final, I was critical of a number of moments that he had in the grand final. He still won. He still come up. Mate, if he doesn't kick that field goal against Canberra...
I get it. I'm just thinking... I suppose when you get old like me, you just start worrying about like the hits to the head, the longevity, how's he going to be in like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, all that sort of shit. And you're like, just fucking end it now. You know what I mean? That's me. Not about his form, not about anything. He can still play for Queensland. He can still play at a high level. I just worry that's enough's enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He ain't as big as me. You know what I mean? Like he's
But he also doesn't play in the middle like he did.
Yeah, but he's in that target area. He's still thrown in the 9. He's doing that sort of stuff. I think he's at that level where he can go, I can fucking call it quits. I can put him on the coaching staff and pay him $500.
Imagine if he wins another comp next year.
I just don't.
For everything that he had to wait for, and then he goes back.
He gets a double-double.
The double-double to finish his career.
Double-double. I'm very, 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 very sorry, Dozer. But it's very hard to go.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Lukey Metcalf. He's another big signing. The Warriors have confirmed that Luke Metcalf will be staying for another couple of years. He's extended all the way to 2028. He would have become a free agent as of November 1 for the 27-28 seasons and so on. He was rumoured to be hunted heavily by a number of teams if he did become a free agent. And it showed when he was missing for the Warriors this year.
They were done.
Statistically, Luke Metcalf didn't have like a crazy good season, but he come up with clutch moments, big moments, and you could tell that the belief within the team, once him and Mitchie Barnett were missing, completely just faded away. So I think it's a great signing for the Kiwis, for the Warriors. Sorry,
if they lost him, that would say something about their culture. And for him to re-sign just says like he obviously thinks he can win a comp there, and I think he can as well in the next 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
With Mitchie Barnett,
it's a good point about it's a good point about the culture, mate. So just cut you off there because normally in years past, Aussies have gone over there for a one contract stint, and then if they've progressed and played well, and then got themselves to get on the market. Not all of them, but a lot of them have left and gone on to different teams. It is a great sign, and I think it's a big tick for Webby, Cameron George, everyone at the Warriors, but also I reckon it's the youngsters. I reckon it's the young core that he sees coming
like
through.
Like a Halasima.
Yeah.
Like all those young brothers, man. You're probably looking at reserve grade, under 20s and all that sort of stuff, and under 19s just going, holy shit, look who we got come through.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's the key. He's their guy. Luke Metcalf is their guy, right? You know, you got Barnett, who's an absolute animal, right? Yep. Origin player, Test player. He'd be current Test player and Origin player right now. Metcalf is this year proved me wrong. I didn't think he was going to be like this.
Yeah, agreed. Same.
And we
both said it earlier.
And he's their guy. He's their guy.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Wars. Luke
what do
Metcalf.
What do you get?
Doesn't say.
What do you reckon? 900?
If I was the Warriors, thinking about their books, It would be between 800,000 to $1 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9's about right.
So about 400,000 Australian.
Speaking of Kiwis, let's get to one of the greatest Kiwis of all time, Kieran Foran. He's turned down an offer from the Gold Coast Titans to return to Manly as an assistant coach. So this, I got a nice comment from Corey Tarangi as well from New Zealand. Hey boys, love your work. Started listening to the potty after listening to the Gus episode later at the end of last season. Just wanted to reinforce how much of a legend Foz is. He signed my kids' jerseys on the way to the changing sheds on Sunday. Told him I named my 9-year-old boy after him, Kieran, and he gave him his match-worn shorts. You could tell he put in a huge shift as they were sweaty as fuck. A moment my son will never forget. Credit to Foz for inspiring the next generation of Kiwis. So Foz has decided to turn down an offer to remain on the Titans as an assistant coach. The 35-year-old announced on Wednesday that he has decided to take up a contract with Manly as an assistant coach, citing family reasons, and he's choosing the Northern Beaches over the Gold Coast.
Fair enough, you reckon?
Yeah, I think.
Like he doesn't. I don't think he knows Josh Hannah.
Obviously, yeah.
He doesn't know Josh Hannah like that.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor. Yeah, the Desi factor for sure.
I think he knows. He knows Siebes like that.
No, I think.
Does he know Siebes like that?
With our chat to Foz, and we'll probably have a chat to Foz in the next couple of weeks. Maybe have a chat to him when we get back. I think the big change in the way he viewed his coaching and what he was going to do, mate, I reckon how well he's got done on Fox. I think it's getting back down here. I reckon it's getting down here in being in New South Wales for media commitments and being able to do both. And I reckon he would have struggled to be able to do the travel, mate. Big time. He could go on any radio station. We're obviously keen to have him back. I'm stoked that he's going to be back in Sydney because we can actually do some more in-studio stuff with him. He said that he wants to continue doing some stuff with us. But I reckon the big one is, mate, I reckon he's going to kill it at Fox next year. I reckon he's going to be one of their head analysts. Mick Ennis has already done it at Manly. Even though he's not at Manly anymore, he did the assistant coach and the Fox stuff. Yeah. So I reckon that was the big draw card. Yeah. That's my and the original thought in Des.
I think
as well. Like he had such a good relationship with Des. Once Des was moved on, that gravity to hold him at the Gold Coast probably was nowhere near as strong. Even though I know he loved it up there, he did love it. Yeah, he was. Yeah. He loved it up there. So
he's still not a Queenslander.
No, he's a Northern Beaches boy. It's good to have him back, and it's great for the club too. By the way, they like with all the bad publicity that that's followed him this year, and even just barely getting the Turbo signing. There you go. In terms of like the player retention, and if Turbo was unsettled with the way things negotiations went, every single teammate that's played with Foz loves Foz. And I seen Turbo was one of the first to repost that they had signed and tagged him in it. So great signing for Manly off the field. All right, let's get to the Ashes PAC Champs team list. David Bell wrote this in, and when I was talking about the Poms just being a different style of playing, the comparison that the Poms use in different shapes and patterns sounds similar to how the USA basketball struggle at times playing in the international scene. Some of that is different rules for the international game. Some of it is just a stylistic thing. And that's, I reckon, a pretty good comp as well, where it's like a little bit different in the sense. No, it is, mate.
Oh, God. Not compared to like basketball. No way.
So what?
I know what he's trying to say with how the Spanish play and all that sort of stuff, like compared to the Yanks, and the Yanks are playing different sort of ball. Nah. It's not that far different.
So listen to me. This is the comparison. So when Slovenia go to extra time with USA in international with Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron James, and all those players, you don't think there has to be something in that?
They're just fucking around.
They're playing for gold medals, mate.
I know what you say. I know the comparison, but I'm like, it's not that far. We play. It's like with rugby league. It's a fucking similar. It's very similar. It's very hard. It's a hard game. It's run hard, tackle hard. It ain't that like. It's not that difficult.
All right, Dave. I like it, mate. Mace doesn't like it. Let's get to the Australian squad. We've talked about. We've got the actual starting 20 now. So Walshy is at fullback. Nwangane Tawase and Fox are on the wings. Tony and Shibasaki continues his form. He goes in the centres.
Shiba.
Money and Cleary get first crack at 6 and 7. Paddy Carrigan up front with Tino. Harry Grant at hooker. Angus Crichton, Huddy Young in the back row. Isaiah Yeo at lock. Tommy Dearden on the bench. Lindsay Collins, Ruben Cotter, and Keon Kalamatangi.
Fuck, what a side.
Good team.
If you're the Poms, you're just probably going, oh, God. I thought they had about 10 plays out. No, we can always form about three good Aussie sides.
That's what you always say. So when we've said this throughout the year with people like Heritage and the guys like, and there are a number of players that could have played for Australian years past, like Brian Toto and Payne Haas. Obviously, just made the switch. Fucking still a good team.
No, yeah. I'm just saying, it's a fucking.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, Payne Haas is not in there. This is not in there. He's not in there. He's not in there. Yeah, fucking read that side.
It's still, no matter what, it still feels like there's panic stations from like fans, parts of the Australian media at time when players do make the switch. But shout out to Shibasaki again. We've talked about him at length, but starting centre in the first test at Wembley, fucking
good on him,
the
mate.
dream season continues.
Yeah, Reece Walsh, I think they're going to get a shock. We said this last week. It's going to be a brutal game. It's at Wembley. It's going to be 75,000. It's going to be wet, sort of drizzly. It's not going to suit our style of play. So the Pommies are going to be used to it. It's going to be very physical, which you want, right?
Back to transfers, the Australian prop forward. Have you seen the quotes that's gone around for Tino?
Still going with transfers?
Tino loves it.
He's going to the Dogs, mate. He's going to the Dogs.
November 1, yeah. But that's rumours around Tino and this clause have been going on for too long, so I didn't put it in. I'm keen to talk about Tino playing in the Ashes, though, because that's actually happening. It's not rumours. Shout out to Keon too. He's a guy that I've been a big fan of. We've both been a big fan of Keon for a while. We wanted him in the New South Wales team.
Yep.
He skips that for this year anyway. He's played for the Blues before, didn't play this year, and I think it's a good reward for him too.
He's one of those players who can play like left side, right side, middle, anywhere.
Yep.
So they're the sort of players that you want on your bench. You don't just want – it's hard to have a back row on your bench. It's hard to have just like a normal – like just say a front rower. You can have one or two maybe. You got Lindsay there. You got maybe – is it Ruben Cotter?
Yeah, him and Ruben give you so much versatility.
But Ruben's like a massive human, right? He's just an animal. Like we saw him today. We were I think it was some pub in London.
Berwick Park.
Yeah.
Borough Markets.
And we saw our boy Tommy Dearden and Ruben Cotter. We didn't go and annoy him because we're not punishers.
Baby goat. Harry.
We're not punishers. So we just let them slide past. But they're not that big, are they?
No, they're not.
Ruben Cotter's not that big,
mate.
But he's a fucking dog.
Tommy Dearden's about the size of Lukey.
Dearden is smaller than Lukey. I think Lukey tried to ragdoll him on our Levels golf day. And then he just hip tossed him.
And then
Tommy didn't hip tossed him and just went, shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, with the English squad, they haven't announced. They do it weird where they don't announce like who the 1 to 19 is. But I've gone and done my predicted teams. I want to see how close this gets as well. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 1 to 19.
Why have they done that for?
Because they do alphabetical. They just do things. They do it in the Super League as well, where they just name the jerseys in order as well. But there might be just say, for example, you know how if you when you went over to Catalans, you probably come late, so you were number 25 or something. Do you know what jersey number you were when you come over?
24, Kobe.
24, right? So, but you started for us, right?
Yeah.
So, but when the list would come out, they'd just go all the way down to 24. You'd be the last on the list, and people would go, "Oh, Willie Mason's not getting the start."
Okay.
But he's playing front row. Like he's starting for us.
Yeah.
He's starting. So that's the way they do it. They always do it like that. On this occasion, they've done the alphabetical order. But I'm going to try to predict the team. Let's see how close we can get for game day as well. I think their fullback will be Jack Wellesby over AJ Brimson. A lot of people got Brimo. I think a lot of people got Brimo at fullback. I think in his first outing for England, I think Sean Wayne will stick to familiarity. Players that have played together before, played for the country at a high level. Jack Wellesby is a gun. I like Jack Wellesby for fullback. I've got Dom Young and Tom Johnston on the wing. Shout out to my boy TJ. I think he's a lock because there's no other wingers in the unless maybe they go Brimo on the wing and Tommy. think it's going to be Dom Young, Tommy Johnston.
I wouldn't have Dom Young in the side.
Well, he's definitely going to be in the side.
I just wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'd have Alejandro ahead of him.
You would have him on the wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ahead of him.
Okay.
Because of defensive, like everybody knows his cues. Everybody knows how he comes up in no man's land fucking 5 times out of 6, right? And they will be going to his wing all the time.
Who's the you know when they did that documentary and they played France? You know who Dom Young is? Dom Young always plays good for England.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Always. So I reckon he's gonna be in for a big game. Remember, he was struggling for confidence at the Roosters, and then he went and played at the Knights for his first couple of games, and just looked like old Dom Young again.
I get it.
I reckon he plays on the wing. I reckon he goes up a level for the Poms, and I think he has a big game. So I've got Dom Young and Tom Johnston, Evan Fournier. You know Fournier from the Knicks? Puts up fucking 25 points for the French.
I do.
There's the basketball comparison again that you love. Jake Wardle and Harvey Farnworth in the centre.
Just like the Spanish team.
Mikey Lewis and George Williams they're going to be the halves. No Harry Smith, the Wigan guy. So it's going to be Mikey Lewis and George Williams. Who plays 6 and 7, I'm not too sure yet. I've got up front. I reckon Ethan Havard is a lock from Wigan. I reckon it's going to be between Matty Lees or Alex Walmsley to see who partners him in the front. I think it's going to be Matty Lees, Alex Walmsley off the bench. Darryl Clark at hooker. John Bateman and Kai Pearce-Paul, the 2 guys you're familiar with from the NRL and a lot of our listeners. Morgan Knowles, we're going to get familiar with him soon. He's on his way to the Dolphins with Wolfie next year. They've got a connection from St Helens. I reckon it's going to be Brimo in the 14 jersey. Mike McMeekin on the bench with Owen Trout and Alex Walmsley. I reckon it's going to be a big physical bench.
Going to have to be. Because I think...
for the Poms watching, I think I've got Jez Litton. I reckon he's a chance. If AJ starts, then Jez Litton is on the bench. So I can see that happening. And then I've got Mikolaj Oledzki as well on the bench. He's sort of like that nuggety front row. But they've got so many sort of big nuggety... guys like McMeekin and Alex Walmsley who are more experienced at international level.
Yeah. I don't reckon Walmsley will be in the team.
You don't think so?
He's getting a little bit old. I reckon he's just too much I reckon he'd be a liability around the ruck.
I think
he's about 35, isn't he?
He's old. He's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But I think
10 years ago
I don't think you'd pick Walmsley in the squad if you weren't going to use him.
Yeah,
I thought that if you weren't going to play him in year 17, then don't play him and play a younger guy. Put the younger guy.
Well, maybe in the second test, you know what I mean? Like maybe second or third.
Yeah.
If you need some a couple of bigger bodies, if you're getting ram raided through the middle, right, by Tino and Lindsay and all that. But I think they don't have a Payne Haas. They don't have some massive dudes. So I don't think that's.
So then you go even harder in a big ball. You try to go, if there is a way that you think that you can win, maybe you just go big boppers and just try to play the power game.
Yeah, but his leg speed, it's 10 years ago he was all right. His leg speed's never been that good.
His leg speed's really good for Walmsley. He's a big gangly thing.
Yeah, I know. He's just not, he doesn't have mad footwork. He doesn't have that sort of stuff. I know he's a big boy, but I think he could be well handled at this age. He's 35, 36.
Yeah.
It's fucking not.
I'll get him up.
Ain't young.
I'll get him up exactly. We'll find out exactly what the big fella is. Alex Walmsley. He's a bit of a swerver too.
Is he coach's favourite?
No. That's the. So shout out to Sean Wayne. Sean Wayne copped a lot of criticism as well for picking and sticking with Wigan guys, but Morgan Smithies, who missed out from the Raiders. He's a Wigan Warriors guy. And why didn't that come up? Walmsley. And what's his name? Harry Smith is a Wigan guy as well. I don't think they would have been coached. Yeah, 35 years old, Mace.
Yeah.
35.
35's old. Trust me.
35. So
we'll see what happens. At a test level.
Yep.
You're not playing against it's not a club game. You're playing against the best in the world. So you wouldn't want a person who can't move sidewards or laterally or anything like that, because the game's gotten faster and faster and faster. said like 5, 6, 7 years ago he was all right.
Because we're over here, Mace, we don't have the odds for tap because we can't have a punt while we're over here. Australia by how much, mate?
I reckon it'll be 24-10.
Ooh, 24-10.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to score that many points.
Yeah.
Not this first one anyway.
Yeah. I've got...
Last one.
We've been talking about this a lot for the benefit of the series. I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm going to go an England upset in this. I'm going to stick with it. Yeah. I'm going to...
Sorry. To be honest, people, I've been going, England's going to win this one. Only because me as a supporter, we're over here.
But to take that out of it,
no. I'll put in context.
Yeah.
Me as a supporter, I'm here. I'm at Wembley. I want to see a decider.
Yep.
Me as a fucking former Kangaroo.
Yep.
Sweep 50-0 every single game.
Okay, so now there's two bias, right? The bias is because you're here, you want to see a good contest.
Yep.
So you're going England. The bias because you're Australia, you want to see him smoked. Yep. What does your head say? Like, what do you think? 24-10 is your realistic score, right? That's probably if someone was to ask you what you think.
I think it's going to be 16-10 England. To be totally honest, totally honest, I'm thinking. I just think they've got like the refs and shit like that on their side. I know what it's like.
Huh?
I know what it's like. I know what it's like over here to play. Yeah. I think, and for the supporters and everyone wants a decider, right? I know they're going to get every little fucking slippery call.
All right, I'm going to go Australia then, 30-10. No,
Australia.
Here we go. They've named the team.
Go on.
They've finally yet. No, they haven't. They've done it now.
Fuck off.
And they don't have... Lukey asked to see if they got the ref in here. No, apparently it's going to be English ref, second test. You know what? With all the chat around it too, because there's been so much chat, and I reckon even Kevy's planted the seed about the refereeing.
Everyone.
I reckon that the refereeing, mate, to be fair, and this is coming from a guy who played in the Super League, when people watch... When people watch... NRL fans watch a club challenge, for example... They see bad refereeing, and I remember watching that Wigan game, and there was some favourable calls in that Challenge Cup. What is it? World Club Challenge. Sorry, World Club Challenge that Wigan lost to Penrith. Just the refereeing quality is it's
awful.
It's average. It's average over here. So even aside from the slight bias, and I'm sure there would be for the countrymen, I'm with you, mate. I've got England winning in a low scoring affair. That's where And I think Australia will end up beating them in the second and third test, but I've got England winning the first test. There's my series prediction. The Kummels, they play at I was going to say it's the same time, but it's different because we're playing 3 p.m. in the afternoon over here, which will be Sunday morning, I believe. 12:30 a.m. kickoff back in Australia. The Kummels are playing Cook Islands. They've got 5 big inclusions for the Kummels. From the PM's game that didn't play in the PM's game. So Lockie Lamb, he's playing Edwin and Pape's and Gunn. I don't know if you've seen much of him, Mace from the Leeds Centurions. He is NRL quality. Reece Martin just come off winning a trophy with Hull KR. Zach Labert from the Cowboys and Alex Johnston as well. He's the try-scoring legend for the PNG. They're into the team that didn't play in the Prime Minister's third aim. You got Jack DeBellin, Nixon Putt as well. Cooper Bai will make his debut. Marcus's son off the bench. He had a good debut for the Gold Coast Titans in the last round. As for the Cookies, Ko Iro and winger Paul Alberg broke 10 tackles between them last week. They're again going to line up. Similar lineup to last week. The Cook Islands, I still think, are going to be outmatched by a really strong PNG team. I think
so too.
PNG by
20?
Yeah.
20?
About 20. I think the PNGs they're starting to look really good. They're starting to put some, I guess a lot of the more homegrown players that have gone over and played in the Super League are really starting to play really well for them as well. So here we go. This is going to be, I reckon this is going to be the match of the weekend.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And this, we had a message from Why Not Todd from last episode. Start talking about Tonga versus Samoa already. Let's go. So, for the Tongan team, Adam Fanua-Blake and Jason Tomolai lead a star-studded Tongan team. A part of the squad are Origin players Robert Toya and Stefano Uto Ikamanu. They've also got young guns, Rookie of the Year candidates, Leka Halasima, Isaiah Yongi. They'll join. Isaiah Yongi's going to play 6 as well. He'll join Isaiah Katara in the halves. And there are a number of big names missing for Tonga still, with Hamole Olakuatu, Tanyala Paseka, and the like missing. Wow. As for Samoa, Terrell May has been listed amongst the reserves as he races to overcome that injury. Jazz Tavanga has been named despite failing a HIA last weekend. That's weird. I don't know how he's going to be able to do that. Chanel Harris-Tavita and Benai Uelo are both on the bench. Also, Simi Sasangi joins the starting side because Jaden Sewell was that player. You know, we're trying to remember a player that got knocked out late. It was Jaden Sewell who got knocked out late in the game. Okay. So, Ativalu Lasardi replaces him, the Melbourne Storm back row. And who else is there? And then you've got young guys like in King Tonga, a part of the extended squad. Mace, this is going to be awesome. So, this is 4 p.m. for them. That will be... What time for us, Lukey? 5:30 in the morning? 6 o'clock in the morning? So if we don't get it live, we've got the bus heading back up from London to Liverpool, so we might be able to watch the replay. But I can't wait for this game on the weekend, mate.
This will be one of the most brutal games you'll ever see.
Yeah.
This is one of the games where, I mean, I know I played for Tonga like 25 years ago, right? 25 years ago. This was nowhere near this fucking ridiculousness now. You know, they're playing in New Zealand. The Red Sea's going to be there. The Blue Sea's going to be there.
Suncorp.
What's that again? One of these... Yeah, fuck! I thought it was fucking...
we can just say Suncorp, though.
It's going to be at Suncorp, you know what I mean? And I wish it was. I wish it was in Auckland, because that is where it's at its best, right? The singing, the hymns, and it just like, it makes me, when I watch it, it brings like nearly tears to my eyes when I watch it. When you watch the Sipitao, when you watch like, you know, the Manu Samoa, the Sipitao, everything like that, it's just like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I just wonder how, if I played in one of these games, you would go fucking mental. Honestly, you would. Like, even me, like, facing
do you reckon you would have gone the path of someone like Payne Haas?
I don't know. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Probably? Just played, like...
If I could.
Punched out 10 tests for Australia like you did, and then have played the back end of your career, or the second half of your career.
Yeah, I think so.
For Tonga?
I think so, because of how, you know, like, you know, obviously my mum's half Samoan, half Tongan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? My dad was an Aussie, but, like, just watching that game, man, like, I sit there and watch my boy play... Watch my boy like with me, and it's just a very emotional time, man. It's just like gets very tribal, and it hits the heart. It hits the heart like more than any other game. Even watching New Zealand and Tonga, New Zealand, Samoa, all that sort of shit. You're like, fuck, I would fucking kill someone. Like if someone did that, like, you know, all the war dances and all that sort of shit, like in front of me. I'm just like, fuck, like. I faced the haka a couple of times and all that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Like you are ready to like to kill someone.
There's the lineups, mate. So you can get a good look at the lineups too.
Like I know they're fair. I can't even split it. You know, but I'm just saying like my feelings.
Tolu Kola, Rob Toya, Sione Katoa, OG Daniel Tupou. Yeah, Lehi's a fullback. I like Tonga in this game, eh?
I like Tonga as well. But I'm just saying, with both these war dances, right? It's just it brings. I wish that's one of my like little things. I was like, oh, fuck, I wish I could do.
If you could have got to done that, that's the part that.
That's when I was just like, fuck, I wish I could do that. And then you're probably facing like some of your best mates. If that's as close as that's the closest thing you're going to get to Origin. The closest thing, and it's just like you look at it and you just go, fuck. And then you watch how physical it is, and you go, God, I'm glad I'm sitting on my lounge. Do you know what I mean? Because it brings so much emotion out of like, just say former players like myself, and even talking to Nigel Vungana and all these sort of blokes. They're just, it's just different. It is different.
Look at the strength of the two squads now. Look at Tonga's players that can't make it. Dimitri Vaimuanga, Paul Alamoti, Kulikefu Fene Fuiaki, and Will Penasini.
Get fucked.
Those guys can't make the fucking 7-8 right now. That's how strong. I think just because of the injuries that Samoa got at the moment, so I think they've still got a really good backline, don't they? They're going to be better for the run. It's going to be brutal.
Of course I'm going Tonga. But like, I don't think people understand. People think that I'm half Tongan. I'm quarter Samoan and quarter Tongan.
I always thought your mother was Tongan.
Yeah, I didn't know until I was in my 20s. Till Mum says, "Yeah, my mum's full Tongan. My mum's full Samoan." Mum did.
Yeah, well,
I was like, "Fucking hell!" So that means I'm a quarter Samoan as much as I am Tongan.
Yep. And you always thought you were half Aussie.
I always thought I was just half Tongan, half Australian.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my blood's thick. Yeah, my blood's thick with all that sort of stuff, man. I just wish hopefully it's fair game, fairly ref, brutal game, and it's going to be.
You know what could decide this game? The hookers.
Yep.
Saliva Avili versus Jazz Tavanga.
Yep.
And then you've got Sonny Luke and Benai Uelu off the bench.
Yeah.
A couple of young
See, Sonny Luke's,
smaller body.
Sonny Luke's been playing Reggie's all year.
Mm.
This is going to be an awesome game. I can't wait.
You know what I'm going to try to do, and it's going to be impossible. If I can not see the result all Sunday, stay off social media, and then be able to just watch it on the bus Monday morning.
There's no Wi-Fi in England anyway.
All right. Well, everyone enjoy the weekend. That's the potty for today, and we will see you once we get and settle in on Monday. We'll be in Liverpool. We'll see you in Liverpool.
All right. See you guys. Good night.